Hi, my name is Keeley, and this is going to be a 45-minute HIIT class. So HIIT stands for high intensity interval training, and it's a combination of cardio and strength-based training. The way that I designed the class is there's going to be a warm-up, 2 main rounds that we're going to try and run through twice, and then a Tabata in the middle. So normally our exercises are going to be 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, but for the Tabata it's going to be half that time, so it's going to be 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So we are going to start with the warm-up, so if you can meet me in a side step. And for all of these exercises, during those rests, if you can keep up with that side step so our heart rate isn't getting too low. So we're just going to start with some wide arm circles. Feel free to pull up some music, jam to some of your own. All right, switching sides, nice wide arm circles, getting our arms nice and warmed up. Breathing through this. Feeling our body get a little bit warmer. All right, and then taking it into some Frankenstein. So we're gonna bring our hand to our opposite foot, windmilling our arms, breathing through this. Don't worry about kicking super high. Just do what's comfortable. Get that body warmed up. Breathing through this, in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, and then we're gonna do alternating lunges, stepping forward, twisting out that spine, stepping back, switching out sides, taking a few of these, breathing through it. Give me a few more. Taking it nice and slow, don't worry about rushing through it. Do what's comfortable for you. All right, one more on each side. And then meet me at the top. We are going to stretch out our hips. We're going to start by closing the gate. So you're just going to be bringing your knee up, pulling it to the front. If you're feeling a pop in your hips, that means you're going too high. So maybe lowering a little bit. Again, taking it nice and slow. Breathing through this. Few more of these. Alrighty. Now we're going to stretch out those hammies again. So our toes are going to be pointed towards the ceiling. We're going to sweep our arms down and then right back up, alternating sides. Again, not rushing through this. Breathing through it. Sinking our hands nice and low. Feeling that stretch in our hamstrings. All right, one more on each side. All right, and then meet me in a side step while I explain this next one. So it's just gonna be an inchworm. So we're gonna reach up, calf raise, reaching for the ceiling, walking it into a plank. You have the option to stay here in this plank position, or you can take it into a push-up, back up, walking your hands back to your feet, back up into a calf raise and giving me a few of those. So you can start now. Breathing through this, taking it nice and slow, either holding that plank or taking it into that push-up, whatever is comfortable for you and your body. Getting it nice and warm. Squeezing that core when we're in that plank, reaching nice and high for that calf raise. Give me 2 more. Breathing through this. We should feel a little bit warmer. We are getting ready for that HIIT. All right, and when you're at the top, you're gonna get into some high knees. So for this one, we're using our arms to jog through it. Our knees are going nice and high. Modification is we're just taking it into a fast march. Breathing through this. Nice high knees. Remember to breathe, we're not holding our breath. Challenging yourself, try and be as light on your feet as you can, as quiet as you can with that landing. All right, and then straightness and glute kicks. So we're bringing our heels to our glutes, nice and light on our toes in that landing. Breathing through it. One exercise after this, we are done with our warm-up. We will get into the So what a HIIT workout I've planned. All right, straight into some jumping jacks again. Nice and light in our landing. Trying to be as quiet as we can. In through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, meet me in a side step. Maybe grabbing some water. Taking a few seconds to catch our breath. All right, so the way the first round is gonna work is there's 2 lower body, 2 upper body, 2 core, 6 exercises total. Like I said, we're gonna go through the round twice, then move on to our Tabata, do different exercises in our second round, but again, 6 exercises that we'll go through twice, and that'll be it. We'll cool it down. It's a very fast-paced workout. You go, 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 but it's so worth it. You get such a nice little sweat in. So, keep up with that side step while I explain. The first exercise is gonna be a crab walk to a jump squat. So we're gonna be in this squat position, knees not crossing our toes, our chest is lifted, we're sinking back into our heels. We're gonna go 1, 2, jump, or 1, 2, taking that modification into the calf raise, whichever one you would like, whatever works for your body. I'm gonna go ahead and get my timer out. We are going to get started in 3, 2, and 1. Sinking nice and low, taking 2 steps, and then going either into a jump or a calf raise. Sinking nice and low, breathing through this. Power through, halfway there. Again, not letting your knees cross your toes. Keeping your chest lifted. If you had something on your shirt, I would be able to read it. 10 seconds, power through. 3, 2, and 1. All right, and meet me in that side step. I'm gonna explain the next exercise. So it's gonna be a reverse lunge. So we're taking it down into a lunge, knees at a 90-degree angle, bringing it right back up, switching legs, and we're just gonna be alternating it just like this, nice and slow. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Taking it nice and slow, focusing on our form rather than how fast we can go through it. Breathing in as we go down, out as we push up. You're gonna breathe out as you fight against gravity. Almost there. Keep pushing. 3, 2, and 1. All right, meet me in that side step. So we're done with our 2 lower body. We're gonna move on to our 2 upper body. So the first part of that upper body is gonna be jumping jacks, just like the warm-up, just a standard jumping jacks. You can either take it as a normal one, or you can take the modification, just like this. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. So we're either going into that jumping jack, or we are taking that modification, whatever works for you and your body. Making sure to breathe through this, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Not holding on to your breath. Squeezing that core, nice and light on our toes. Power through it, 10 seconds. Keep pushing if you're taking that modification. Still taking it nice and quick. Stepping it out, engaging our arms. 3, 2, and 1, all right. Meet me in that side step. We are going to be going into a C rotation. You still have a few seconds of rest, but basically, you're gonna be bringing your arms into a C. So when you're at the bottom, your palms are faced up towards the sky. When your arms are at the top, your palms are faced towards the ground, and you're squeezing your shoulder blades together when we're in this part of the C. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Breathing through this. Nice and slow, nice and wide. Bringing it farther than our body, So we're bringing it out a little bit and then over a little bit, just like this. Squeezing our shoulder blades together in the back. Power through. Almost there. 10 seconds, keep pushing. Breathe through it. 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out. Very slowly make your way onto the mat. We are going to be going into Russian twists. So for this one, you can either have your heels on the ground or off the ground. Either way, it's just really important that you're squeezing your core, tucking it in nice and tight, and you're following the gaze of your hands. The farther back you lean, the more challenging it's gonna be. So I'm going to get my timer and we are going to get started in 3, 2, and 1. Breathe through this 40 seconds of work. Either your heels are on the ground or they are lifted. Either way, you are breathing through this. Your eyes are following your hands. Don't worry about going crazy fast. Just try and sink those hands as close to the ground as you can, feeling that squeeze in your obliques. Breathing through this, not holding on to our breath. Challenging yourself through this, leaning a little farther if you can, and you want that extra challenge. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. All right, take a few seconds to catch your breath. And then we are going to make it onto our back for our next core exercise. That'll be the end of round 1. After this one, we'll repeat it all one more time and then move on to our Tabata. So for this one, it's gonna be a single leg drop. So you're gonna hold onto your head. You're gonna have a slight bend in your knee, like a nice 90-degree angle. And you're just gonna be bringing out your legs, alternating. What's really important is that you're pushing your belly button into the ground, trying to have your back as flat with the mat as you can. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. So we're squeezing that core, letting our feet drop to the ground, hovering over it, or if you need to, allowing your heel to touch the ground really quick, and then right back up. Taking that challenge though and just hovering it over the ground if you can. We're halfway there, keep breathing. Push that belly button into the mat. Try not to have any curve in it. Try and have it as flat with it as you can. Breathe through this, 10 seconds. In through the nose, out through the mouth, deep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. All right, so grab some water. Catch your breath. Cannot get to my water. And then when you're ready, very slowly making your way to the top of the mat, meeting me in the side step, shaking it out a little bit because we are gonna go through it all one more time, and then that'll be the last you see of those exercises. We'll move on to our Tabata, and at that point we'll be halfway done with the class. So, little recap, we're gonna start with that crab walk to jump squat. So we're down here in this squat, knees not crossing our toes, chest lifted, sitting back in our heels. We're going for 1, 2, into that jump, or we're taking that modification into a calf raise. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Sinking nice and low in that squat. Breathing through this. Powering through. Push through, you got this. Keep breathing. Might be burning a little bit, that is okay. We're halfway there. Remember, take it nice and slow at your own pace. What's comfortable for your body. Taking that modification if you need to. Into that calf raise. 3, 2, and 1. All right, meet me in that side step. Shaking it out a little bit. Getting ready for those reverse lunges in just a few seconds again. Having those knees at that 90-degree angle. Alternating feet. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Taking it at your own pace. Breathing through this. Powering through. Sink nice and deep in that lunge. And then right back up. Taking it nice and slow. If you feel like you're falling over, You might want to slow it down a little bit, so be super intentional with this move. Breathe through it. Almost done. 10 seconds. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. All right, meet me in that side step. We're gonna get ready for those jumping jacks in just a few seconds. Again, taking that modification, just stepping it out if we need to. Taking a few seconds to catch our breath. Keeping up with that side step during these rests. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Breathing through this. Taking that modification if you need to. Squeezing that core. Breathing through this, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep pushing. You got this. Power through it, halfway there. 3 exercises after this. We will move into our quick little Tabata and be halfway done with the class. Power through. 3, 2, and 1. All right, meet me in that side step. Breathe through this. Our next exercise is gonna be those C rotations. Again, nice wide C. Keeping up with that side step, feeling that squeeze in our shoulder blades. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Breathing through this. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Taking this at your own pace. Again, not cutting short right here. Bringing it a little farther. Nice wide C. Feeling that squeeze in our shoulder blades. Keeping up with that side step. 10 seconds. Keep pushing. Whew. Power through it. Might be burning a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out. Moving on to our 2 core exercises. We're gonna start with a Russian twist. So again, either having those heels on our ground or lifting them up a little bit. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. So we're leaning back, challenging ourselves. Might have our heels lifted off the ground. Either way, listening to your body, pushing yourself, but also recognizing your limits. If something is hurting, take that modification. There is nothing wrong with that. You're still gonna get a crazy good workout out of this. Following the gaze of our hands, taking it nice and slow, feeling that squeeze in our core. Our eyes are following our hands. Almost there, keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Slowly make your way onto your back. We're getting ready for those single leg drops. So we're supporting our head. Knees are gonna be up and we're going to be stepping it out. Just like this. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Last exercise of our round 1. Got through this 2 times after this. We are gonna take a water break, take some deep breaths together, and then move on to our Tabata. Tabata is gonna go by so fast. So power through this. Feel that squeeze in your core. Push that belly button into the mat. Keep breathing. 10 seconds. Try to have your back as flat with the mat as you can. Breathe through it. 3, 2, and 1. All right, be proud of yourself. We got through that. Grab some water. Catch your breath. So like I said, our Tabata, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. It goes by crazy fast. We're just gonna go through it one time. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. With that said, the 10 seconds isn't really enough time for me to explain everything. So I'm going to show you the 5 exercises that we're gonna do for it, and then we're gonna do it all together. Before we do that though, I wanna take 3 deep breaths together. It's gonna be in through the nose, out through the mouth. either taking it with me or taking it at your own pace. Getting started now. One more. All right, have our breath back a little bit. So I'm going to show you those 5 exercises really quick, and then we'll do it together at that faster pace. So the first one is going to be toe reaches. So for this one, you can either have nice straight legs or you can have a slight bend in your legs. Either way, you are reaching for those toes, just like this. All right, the next one is going to be scissor kicks. So for this one, your hands are going under your glutes, you're resting your head on the ground, and you are bringing your heels on top of each other, again, pushing that belly button into the ground, just like that. And then we have leg raises, so same thing, gonna keep those hands under those glutes, and we are just going to let our heels hover over the ground, push them right back up, or taking that modification, letting them touch the ground for a second before we bring them right back up. And then we have in and out crunches. So for this one, we are putting our hands under our shoulders. Our fingers are pointed towards our glutes. We are lowering ourselves down and then right back up, just like this. And our very last exercise is just gonna be a plank. So we're either up on our hands just like this, just holding this plank just for 20 seconds, or we're taking that modification, holding it on our elbows. So, you know what to expect now. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. It's gonna go by so fast. So we are going to get ready to start. Starting with those toe reaches, so make your way onto your back. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. So either nice straight legs, or we have that slight bend. If your neck is cramping up, you can support your head like this, and just bring your elbows to your knees. Push through this, 5 seconds. Told you it's gonna go by so fast. 3, 2, and 1. All right, take this 10 seconds to catch your breath, and then putting those hands under our glutes, getting ready for those scissor kicks in 3, 2, and 1. Pushing that belly button into the mat, having our back flat with the mat. Breathing through this, power through. 10 seconds. Feeling that little burn in our core. 3, 2, and 1. Catching our breath, 10 seconds, and we are getting ready for that leg raise. 3, 2, and 1. So again, our hands are under our glutes. We're allowing our heels to hover over the ground, or we're letting them touch really quick and then right back up. Again, trying to have our back as flat with the mat as we can. 3, 2, and 1. All right, getting ready for that in and out crunch. Told you it's going by fast. 2 exercises after this. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Breathing through this. Breathing out as we crunch. In through our nose. Just like this. 10 seconds, breathe through it. Might feel a little burn in our quad after that crab walk. 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly rolling ourselves over, getting ready for that plank. Last exercise, we are so close to being done with this Tabata. 3, 2, and 1. So you are either up on your hands for this one, or if your wrists are starting to hurt or they are sensitive, you can take it into that elbow plank, breathing through this in 3, 2, and 1. All right, feeling that little burn in our core after that Tabata, and that was it for that one. So we just have one more round. It's gonna look just like the first one where we're gonna run through it twice. We're gonna cool down after that, and you all will be free to go. You will have done a 45-minute super sweaty HIIT workout. You should be so proud of yourselves for getting this far and really pushing yourself. So I'm going to show you the first exercise. So it is going to be skaters. So if you've never done skaters before, it's pretty much like a curtsy lunge. So a normal lunge, you go straight back. A curtsy lunge, you go a little bit farther, and we're just gonna be alternating it. So this is the modification, and basically skaters, you're doing the same thing, you're just bringing your hands with it, and you're adding a little hop. So if you've done skaters, you can take this more challenging version, or you can just take it into these curtsy lunges, whichever you would like. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. 40 seconds of work. Power through this one. You guys got this. You've already gotten through so much of the class. So you're bringing your hand to your opposite foot. If you are taking it into that skater, or taking it nice and slow into these curtsy lunges. Alternating feet. Keeping our chest lifted. Sinking nice and low in that lunge. Stepping it out as we switch sides. Breathing through this. 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out. Meet me in that side step. Breathing, catching our breath. We are going to go into a squat pose. This one's gonna burn. Power through it. So we're holding this squat position. Knees aren't crossing our toes. We're sitting back in our heels, and we're just gonna pulse it out. So we are getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Pulsing out that squat. If you have a mirror near you, maybe checking out your form, making sure your knees aren't crossing your toes, keeping that chest lifted. If you had something on your shirt, I'd be able to read it. Power through. If it's starting to burn, you can shake it out really quick, and then right back down. Push through this one. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Challenge yourself, sinking a little lower if you can. If it's burning, again, shake it out really quick, and then right back down. Power through it. We're done in 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. We are done with our 2 lower body for this part. Taking it into that side step. Just gonna show you the next 2 upper body exercises. We're gonna start with a forward pulse. So your arms are nice and straight. You look to your left, your right. See your thumbs and eyes view. We are just pushing that air forward. It looks easy, but it sneaks up on you. If you have a mirror, you're checking your form, making sure you're squeezing your shoulder blades together as you push your hands back. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Breathing through this. Keeping up with that side step, keeping your whole body engaged for this one. Nice straight arms. Maybe feeling a little wind on the back of your hand. It's gonna show that you are putting some force into it. Breathing through this. Nice straight arms. Keep breathing. Power through it. Might be cramping up a little bit, but less than 10 seconds, you can do it. 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out. Maybe taking it into some little shoulder rolls, maybe switching sides, taking some head rolls, and then we are getting ready for the opposite of that. So it's a backward pulse. So our thumbs are down. We look to our left and right. We see our pinkies in eyes view, and we are pushing that air behind us. Feeling that squeeze in our shoulder blades. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Again, keeping up with that side step. Breathing through this nice straight arms. Powering through it. Keeping them nice and straight, nice and high. Don't slack on this one. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep on breathing, don't hold your breath. Power through. Feeling that burn a little bit. 10 seconds, keep pushing. In through the nose, out through the mouth, keep breathing. Push that voice out of your head that's telling you to drop those hands. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out, maybe trying to get some blood circulating back in there. And now we are going to slowly make our way onto the mat. We have our 2 core exercises. So close to the end of this first round of round 2. So we are going to start with a bicycle. So you're supporting your head, bringing up your feet, pedaling out your feet with those toes pointed towards the ceiling, bringing your elbow to your opposite knee, again, pushing that belly button into the mat. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Powering through this. Breathing, not holding on to your breath. You're gonna feel that squeeze in your core after that Tabata, but power through it. Flexing those toes towards the ceiling, pedaling it out, taking it at your own pace. Don't worry about going super fast. Keep breathing, challenge yourself. Take it at your own pace, speeding it up if you would like to, but if you want to take it nice and slow, make sure you are extending those feet. Pedaling it out, 3, 2, and 1. Catching our breath. Our last exercise of this round is going to be penguins. So what's important for this one, again, like all of our core exercises, pushing that belly button into the mat, trying to have our back as flat with the mat as we can, and we're just bringing our hands to our heels just like this. So we are getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Breathing through this. If you're feeling a strain in your neck, you can hold onto your head like this, and you're just bringing your elbows to your heels. Just focus on pushing that belly button into the mat, powering through this. Halfway there, keep going. Holding onto your head, supporting your neck if you need to, or just taking it into a normal penguin. The farther out your feet are, the deeper that stretch is going to be, the more challenging it's going to be. So listen to your body, take that modification if you need to, but push yourself if you can. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Slowly rolling our way up. Whew. Catching our breath. Slowly making your way to the top. Grabbing some water. Meet me in that side step when you are ready. Just a few seconds left of this little rest. And we are going to move in to that very, very last round, those last 6 exercises. You guys have gone through so much of class, did not make it easy on you, and you pushed through. Before we go into these last 6 exercises though, I want to do what we did before the Tabata. I want to take 3 deep breaths together to catch our breath so that we have the energy to push through these last 6 exercises. So it's going to be in through the nose, out through the mouth, taking it at your own pace. Getting started now. All right, so meet me in that side step. We're getting ready, we're feeling good. Maybe swinging your arms a little bit, getting ready for that skater. We're taking it into those curtsy lunges. Getting started, 3, 2, and 1. Powering through, 40 seconds for each of these. You guys are so capable of doing it, pushing yourselves. Power through it. Again, taking those curtsy lunges at your own pace if you are not comfortable with those skaters. If you are taking those skaters, again, bringing your hand to our opposite foot. Either way, keeping your chest lifted. You don't want to be hunched over like this. We still want that chest lifted. Breathing through this. Powering through, 3, 2, and 1. Meet me in that side step. We are going to move on to our squat pulse. Again, in that squat position, our knees aren't crossing our toes, our chest is lifted. Getting started in just a few seconds. Keeping up with that side step during the rest. Keeping it moving till the very end. 3, 2, and 1. Pulsing it out. Again, knees aren't crossing our toes. We're sitting back in our heels. If you have your shoes off, you can wiggle your toes or wiggle your toes in your shoes. That is going to show that you are sitting back in those heels, really getting that motion in your lower body. Pulsing it out, halfway there. Breathe through this. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You guys got this, you're so close to the end. I know it's burning for me. 10 seconds though. Keep pushing, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Whew. Getting ready for that forward pulse in just a few seconds. Whew. Maybe getting our arms a little bit ready. I know it cramps up a little bit. Getting started with that forward pulse with those nice straight arms in 3, 2, and 1. So our thumbs are pointed up. Keep it up with that side step, nice straight arms. We got through the lower body, so we can get through this upper body and core and be done. Whew. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Power through. We look to our left, we look to our right. Our thumbs are in eyes view. Keeping that nice straight look. Don't have that bend in those arms or have them super high. We want nice straight arms. If you have a mirror, you are looking and making sure that you are seeing that squeeze in your shoulder blades. Breathing through it. 3, 2, and 1. Shaking it out, maybe taking it into some head rolls. Switching sides. Getting ready for those backward pulses. Again, thumbs are going to be down. We're going to be pushing that air back. So close to the end of class. Keep pushing. 3, 2, and 1. Nice straight arms. Look to our left, we look to our right. We see our pinkies in eyes view. Breathing through it, feeling that squeeze in our shoulder blades. As we're pushing that air back, don't fling it. We want it nice and controlled. Little pulses. 20 seconds. Keep them nice and high. I know it burns a little bit after those forward pulses, but you guys got this. Breathe through it. 10 seconds, we are almost there. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 3, 2, and 1. Up, feeling that in our arms. Slowly making our way onto the mat. We're just gonna have 2 core exercises after this. We're gonna cool it down and we will be done. Power through, we're gonna start with those bicycles. So we're gonna hold our head, bring in our elbow to our opposite knee. Gonna have a nice long water break and cool down after these 2 exercises. So power through. 3, 2, and 1. Breathe through it. Bring in our elbows to our opposite knee. Pedaling out our feet, taking it nice and slow. Breathing through it. Listening to your body. You guys got this. We are so close to the end of this class. You will have done a very sweaty HIIT workout. You will be done for the day. Keep pushing, 10 seconds. Power through it. 3, 2, and 1. All right, catch your breath. Whew. We are getting ready for those penguins. So again, we are up. We are bringing our hands to our heels, supporting our head if we need to. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Again, hands to those heels. Breathing through this. If our neck is cramping, we are supporting our head and we are still going through this motion, bringing our elbows to our heels. Don't hold on to that breath. Breathe through this. Squeeze that core, push that belly button into the mat. You don't want any little gap right here. You want to push it down. Power through. 15 seconds. We are so close to the end. 10 seconds left of this workout. You guys got this. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Very slowly roll your way up. We are going to stretch. Maybe you're switching out your music, putting on a cool down playlist, having some chill beats as we catch our breath. Taking a sip of that water. Nice deep breaths. All right, we are gonna stretch it out. We are gonna start with a nice wide look in our legs. Doesn't matter which leg you start with. I'm gonna start with my left. So just reaching for those toes. Sinking down as low as you can. Taking this time to catch our breath. When you are ready, you're bringing that hand over your head, feeling that stretch right here in your oblique. Taking this time to feel your heart rate lowering. All right, switching legs. Reaching for those toes, sinking down as low as you can, feeling that stretch in your lower body as you are stretching it out. When you are ready, bringing that hand over your head, feeling that stretch on the other side of that oblique. Breathing through this. In through the nose, out through the mouth. When you are ready, you're going to very slowly roll your way up through each vertebrae. Nice and slow, giving some shoulder rolls at the top. Maybe switching sides, switching that direction, rolling out your head. Breathing through this, maybe switching sides. Shaking it out a little bit. We're going to stretch our lower body. So we're going to start whichever leg you'd like. I'm going to start with my left leg. So my left foot goes forward, left foot, so left arm goes in front of our chest. Not holding on to that elbow joint. Feeling that stretch in our shoulder. Breathing through this. And when you're ready, pushing your hips forward a little bit, sinking a little lower, feeling that stretch right here. Bringing our left arm behind our head. Try and have your middle finger in the middle of your back. Walking it down as far as you can, feeling that stretch right here in your tricep. Breathing through this, feeling our heart rate lowering. And when you're ready, keeping that foot forward, we're just gonna sit back into our heel, toe pointed towards the ceiling, hands on our opposite quad, flexing our foot as high as we can, feeling that stretch right here in our calf. Breathing through it. And when you're ready, you're gonna bring that same foot that was forward up, stretch out that quad, hold onto your belly button if you're falling over. Woo, just like me. Trying to hold your balance. Push those knees together, squeeze those glutes, you're gonna feel it in that quad. Maybe holding onto something for some balance if you are having a hard time staying up. And when you are ready, dropping that down, switching sides. So if your left foot is forward, your right foot's gonna be forward this time. Going into that lunge, so right leg's in front, so right arm is in front of our chest. Again, not holding onto that elbow joint. Feeling that stretch throughout our body. Breathing through this. And then when you're ready, pushing those hips forward, sinking a little lower, feeling that stretch right here. Bringing our right arm behind our head, putting our middle finger in the middle of our body, right in the middle of our spine, reaching it down as far as we can while still being comfortable to feel that stretch right here in our tricep. Breathing through this. Alrighty, and then keeping that foot forward, we're gonna sit back. Again, toes pointed towards the ceiling, feeling that stretch right here in the back of our leg. Resting our hands on our opposite quad. Breathing through this. Alrighty, and when you are ready, bringing that foot up, stretching out that quad, holding onto our belly button for balance. It's hard to talk and do this. Pushing our knees together, squeezing our glutes, holding onto our belly button for balance, or maybe holding onto something if we're falling over a little bit. Feeling that stretch in our quad. All right, and drop it. That is all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this 45-minute HIIT workout. My name is Keeley. I want you guys to go out today, do something good for you, take care of your body, hydrate after this, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.